was weird. A little scratchy at the end. Come on. Ask the Boss episode number
66, Doug. Doug, POV.
Yep. Yo.
Episode 66.
We're live. Bro, this smells so bad.
So what do you got there? Let's just get into it.
Should we get right into it? Hold on. We got some peeps in here. I guess Aaron was scaring them all.
I just told him I didn't quite look like you. It wasn't as big, but.
Somebody asked if I've seen that Natty or Not with more plates, more dates.
We watched it.
It's fine. Whatever.
Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit.
Yeah, we skimmed it. I made
I don't think there was really a conclusion from it.
He was just going through your Instagram. No, he was just kind of like.
Yeah.
He was kind of at the end of the day. He would say,
"Well, it could be. Right?
It could. It couldn't be. He might not be Natty, but like, it's not impossible. You know. I don't know.
Whatever.
It's just a
whatever. But yes, I did see it.
It's got a lot of hits.
Ooh, they opened some gyms in Canada. That's good to know. Although I won't be going to Canada anytime soon, probably. Where's the Training Tuesday? That's a good point. You know, after this, I need to get the Training Tuesday up, so I will work on that. You
gotta send me questions.
Oh,
damn,
bro. All right,
take a break.
All right, we're gonna have to. Man, it's already getting lit up in here. I don't even know what to do. All right, somebody has a question about energy drinks, so we're just gonna get right in. Thank you for the sponsors, Merica Energy. Bro, let's talk about this.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, good.
I spilled all over my.
Let's talk about this clump of shit literally right in front of me.
Bro, it does smell.
It smells really bad because I need to get rid of it. So we're going to jump right into some product updates. So big launch this week is Poise. Launch started yesterday. This is the thyroid and female hormone health. I think we've been getting some great feedback from the people who've actually had the opportunity to start running it ahead of time. And I look forward to seeing a lot of other good feedback coming. So awesome product, you know. So if you suffer from like PMS or PMS related symptoms, so Patrick, this would be great for you.
Have you started?
Or thyroid.
Are you running it?
I'm not running it yet.
I think I might run it.
You should run it, bro. All right.
I felt moody. I felt a shift in the mood today too. So
like good or bad?
Decent. And then like.
Did you go to a bad place today?
I didn't go to a bad place. I just got in a moody place.
You said it's been a weird day.
It's been a weird day. It's always a weird day here at Core Nutritionals.
All right. So we have in stock now, but it's not launched yet, the new Intra. So this is our complete Intra workout. So it's got 10 grams of EAAs. It's got your carbs, your cyclic dextrin. I mean, it's just an incredible product. It's got some performance enhancers like glycersize, beta-alanine, Elevate TP, all that good stuff. So all-encompassing Intra workout. It's an awesome product. So this is a relaunch of a product we launched last year. And what we are dealing with right here is this thing. I don't know if you can see this. I wish you guys could smell this because it smells like total butthole. And so we are full of transparency here. And this was the Intra we launched last year. And as you can see, there's a wee bit of a clumping issue going on. We had to cut the container out of it. So you can still see the desiccant. That clearly didn't work. And then you got the funnel there. So it does smell like rotting butthole to me.
It's but sweet butthole.
But sweet. There is a little bit of sweetness. So the issue here, and we had to really investigate what this came from. So the original formula, the big change is we had 5 grams of D-ribose in here. So ribose is a sugar that is involved in ATP synthesis and there's some other benefits as well. But we had 5 grams in here. So after a lot of work to figure out exactly what was going on, at the end of the day, it's a reducing sugar, meaning if you put an acid with it, like essential amino acids, the sugar gets reduced and it turns into this clumpy brown crap, right? So we had to reformulate. And so we haven't had this product out in a while. It's an incredible product, but that's been a hole in our line for a little bit, this Intra with carbs. So we got rid of the 5 grams of ribose. We added 5 more grams of cyclic dextrin. So now a full serving has 10 grams of EAAs, 20 grams of carbs, 15 of those are cyclic dextrin, and 5 grams of that is dextrose, which is pure glucose. We also added in Elevate ATP to kind of make up for that removal of the ribose. So it's just as good or better product, and I will tell you, it is definitely a better product in terms of taste and clumpiness and all that. I mean, it's what you would expect from a core nutritionals product. So we have 2 flavors launching. We have a lemon lime,
Pineapple peach.
And, technically we could launch these right away. We decided to wait till March 1st. I'm not exactly sure why. I thought we were afraid we weren't going to get them in time. Why did we push that off?
We wanted to get Poise more juice.
More juice
focus.
for Poise, yeah.
So we're not really launching another product the rest of this month. We're just, I think not to, sometimes we feel like our products might get great hype, and then they kind of, because we launch another product, they might lose a little bit of that hype. So we wanted to make sure that we spread some stuff out and we focus on Poise for a little while.
Yeah. So that's what we got going on. And then next week we have a really sick deal that we worked out yesterday, which is where we're launching a bunch of our accessories. We got this new jumbo funnel for core, which can hold like full on protein size. We got the straps, which we showed you before, the hat, and the sick gym bag, and we're doing them in a 4-pack deal but they're all on sale for the launch.
So the funnel is originally $7.99. It will be on sale for $4.99. Gym bag is originally $55.99. Will be on promo for $44.99.
Yep.
Straps $19.99, going for $12.99. Hats $24.99. Promo $17.99. So massive promos on each one individually, and then if you get the bundle, which is all 4, $69.99. Sick, really crazy deal.
And you can use codes on that as well.
Yeah.
So
like
you could find up to 20% off codes out there. So
$70, messed up.
50. Who came up with this deal?
Yeah, who did
this? Is bullshit.
Piss Douglas off.
Yeah.
Pissing Douglas.
So that's what we got going on next week. And then the week after that, we do have another deal, but we won't go
talk
through
about that
yet.
next week.
Talk about that next week. That's what we got going on. Where's the thermo? You got the thermo over there? Thank you. Boop. Thermo is our big launch next week on the arms race side. This is an incredible formula. We did release this formula. I don't know if you guys can see that. I guess you can't see it because it's backwards there. Really awesome. I should probably do a breakdown video of this, but a really cool product. Yeah, I mean, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trademarked ingredients in here. This will be rolling out to GNC eventually, just not yet.
Do we go over the deals on that?
We did not go over the deals on that.
No, do we? Like, is that an arms race? Because the core, we always leak.
Sure, we can leak. We can leak the deal.
Do we have leakage on the arms race? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We got leakage. What kind of leakage are we talking about?
Thermo leakage. So one unit, $49.99.
$49.99.
You got anything to say? You feel like you had something to say there.
No, it's just one unit.
2 units for $90.
That's right.
Plus an ARN towel, which I don't have in front of me, but it's a black towel with a red embroidery.
Yeah, so the MAP price on it is $49.99 product. So we're going to be, like that's the regular price. So maybe we did.
Oh, so that's not the deal. It's just 2 for $90
It's 2 for $90 is the deal. So you save $10, but you also, for a twin pack, and you also get the embroidered towel, which is pretty sweet. That's all we got going on. Can I move this honk of shit?
Yeah, I think we're done. But
Yeah.
thanks for the transparency, Doug.
Should do a giveaway.
A giveaway for the pile of poop?
Yeah, it's already mounted on a wood plank. It's ready to go.
I think Nick wants to take it home and do something with it. One of our warehouse guys created that and wanted to share.
All right, keep him entertained.
All right, this is my show. I need to send send myself questions.
Nina's out here just shopping by himself. We got random people walking through our warehouses taking shit.
Naked, not wearing a shirt.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Let's jump into here. Make sure.
Jump into there.
Hold on. All right, let's jump in here and get some of these questions. That looks disgusting, bro. It totally is disgusting. All right, let's go back up here. The Iron Way, I'm bored. Well, I hope we get to
leave.
I don't know if that was because you're bored because POV came in. It was right when POV came in here, and because we weren't doing anything. or you're just
wasn't
bored.
me.
I don't know. Maybe we can provide a little entertainment for you. So, I hear you. We are not entertained. Oh, because I asked him to entertain him. You did a real job, bro.
Man,
One person
that's
said
what
It was a slow start.
One person said I'm bored. The other person said, "Oh, we're not entertained, bro." POV, you got to up your game. Let's see, POV. We got okay. We can hear you. 6 sweater. Somebody says.
Hey, I was wondering.
Oh, look at that sweater. Yeah,
sweater
You should see
swag.
his jeans. He's got these
Swagger.
ripped jeans.
Bro, I'm not getting any views on my stories.
Dude, you're shadow banned. Are energy drinks good or bad? Is taking 500 milligrams of caffeine bad or bad in your opinion? What's your thoughts, Doug Miller?
Seriously.
Well, my limit is 600 a day. I do 600 a day every day for the rest of my life. But for real, oh man, excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't really deviate from that. I'm really 400 to 600 milligrams a day because I don't always drink an energy drink, but my pre-workout is usually like mid to high 300s, and then sometimes I have an energy drink. Most days I have an energy
I was
drink.
gonna say.
Yeah, dude, that stuff is nasty. That's day one impeachment. Y'all competing against day one of the impeachment.
Competing against day one.
I don't know what that is. That was Garage Gym Dad, so I'm not sure. You both need to be drinking some impeachment. Oh,
because
I hear you. Oh, Shane rolled in here. What's your thoughts on taking 500 milligrams? Bro, everyone's different. It's probably a good idea to cycle down on your caffeine, but do as I say, not as I do, because I drink about 600 milligrams a day. Iron Whey is not natural. Okay.
It's just a bunch of banner in there.
Gibber.
He concluded the progress you made from 30 to now was unlikely to be natural.
He said that he believed you from 18 to 22, but 22 from 26, no way. Like, you're in the middle of it, like your 20s, like you're going to grow.
I conclude that he gave you some good publicity. So
It was good.
At least he didn't talk about your nipple aligning with like the spots.
Yeah. When will Sear be back in stock? So that kind of blew us away, the response to Sear. And I've been using it, and I freaking love it with excess calories. So Sear should be back almost in like a week, I think, now.
I got 2 weeks from Sam today.
Oh, I feel like it's been 2 weeks for a long time.
She said she's been, like, that's like our industry answer, but
Yeah.
she says legit
It
2
could
weeks
be
now.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've been using that, so I'm expecting the shipment to arrive the week of the 22nd. That's what I'm expecting.
Question for Doug. Why the chin strap in 2021? It's just what
You rock that all the time.
I've always rocked that 2020. Like I don't need to be in style I don't follow trends. I set trends. Bro.
Is that a real trend though? It's like
No, it's not. I think his point is like no one has a chin strap in 2021.
it's like a picture frame for your face.
Yeah, something like that.
I just rock scrub.
I had a goatee for a long time, and I just like all the hair here just doesn't. It's just hairy, if you know what I mean.
You should just grow full beard, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it. I think I'll have patches here. I don't think it'll
When was
be.
the last time you actually did it?
It's been a while.
So yeah.
All right, so we're gonna try it. I need to get a haircut. My hair's getting long. I was thinking about shaving my head. I dug
back
up
in
some
that phase?
pictures of like
Juice Doug always has a shaved head.
shaved head. Juice Doug. Whenever I compete, I shave my hair.
But when you also get heavy in the off season, I've seen some bald head like heavy Doug.
Not like cuck bald head.
Not that.
Not like this.
But
220
obese.
bald head.
obese.
Yeah. I don't know if I would go like bald like skin, but I think I would get just tired of it. I need a little change.
Yeah, it just still faded up, but
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I got to jump in here.
Sando's been doing my hair. There's like I got like
can't keep
3-inch hairs that are like right here. She misses these spots.
Oh man.
I haven't paid for a haircut since Rona.
Are you coming to the Shop Gym Ashburn this weekend? Wasn't planning on it. I probably should know what's happening there, right?
Is that Sam?
Sam,
What's going on? We don't know.
Yeah.
I know that they're hosting an event, like a bodybuilding show soon. Skylar reached out for their support.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. The weekends are for the kids at this point. it's real. Once things open back up, and I'm gonna have to start traveling again on the weekends for like a bunch of events. Like we have some events coming up. So March 19th, 20th, and 21st, we're doing events at the Nutrition Corners with Julian. Like that's my time where I get really good time with the kids because I'm working during the week. So it has to be like I wouldn't just go to watch a bodybuilding show if I didn't really have a reason. Like, maybe if we were sponsors of the show or like a close friend or, employee was competing. But other than that, it's just really hard. Can we get a Hawaiian Punch Merica Energy flavor?
Oh man.
It's funny you ask.
Funny you ask. Meat, you wanna spoil a surprise?
No, I don't want to say anything. I get in trouble.
All right, I'm gonna say it. Patriots Punch is coming, baby.
Woo! Is it Hawaiian Punch? Or is it
they're-
a high C?
They're just gonna have to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
But it's amazing.
It'll punch you in your face and your nuts at the same time.
Exactly. When's the next big launch you're extremely, extremely excited about? Something like a high stim Fury. Like a high stim? Like a higher stim Fury? Like, shoot. Fury is pretty damn high stim at 375 plus other goodies. So I'm not really sure what Shane's asking there. But in terms of what launch am I really excited for coming up? We got a lot. I'm kind of excited. This is one that, like, for the man, I started it out pretty lame because I said kinda.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Australian Fury coming. So we
Not
are
high stim.
We are launching an Australian Fury, which actually goes the opposite direction. It's actually a lower stim and more sustained release stim than Fury, but completely different formula. Awesome, sick, like Australian labels. 3 unique flavors that we don't currently do in Fury. It's like a whole other pre-workout, comprehensive. It's awesome. Like, I'm super excited about that. I would actually say a lot of my excitement in the next couple months is around ARN and what we're dropping with ARN. So we start with Thermo next week, and then the Immunity Greens product that we have lined up is incredible. 6 trademarked ingredients. So it's a greens product, so full spectrum greens product with probiotics, digestive enzymes, and some awesome ingredients. It's got prebiotics, postbiotics, and probiotics. It's got all of them, and some really good trademarked immune support ingredients. So that one's going to be awesome. And then we have this really cool launch called another flavor family for arms race called Big Sky.
Can you say that?
I think I just did. I didn't say what like flavor it is because that's
I'm
the
just
key.
curious.
So
I saw Julian do something yesterday, and he just
it was cool.
posted.
It's just a wolf. Yeah. So that's a little hint.
Yeah, I mean, you hinted.
It's Big Sky. Big Sky there, just like Venice Beach. So the flavor is ridiculous, and there's no one would ever guess what it is. And so, yeah, we got a lot of really cool things going on. Let's see here. Let's jump in here. Instead of people hating on someone who has trained for decades naturally, they should focus on themselves. Gear or no gear, jealousy is a stinky cologne. I agree, bro. By high stim, I meant like an alternative addition similar to A-bomb, but yeah, something big for the year under core. I mean, we still got a lot of things coming for core on the core side. So we hinted at the core lifeline, which I'm actually really excited about, but we're still probably, I'm thinking that's like June.
Yeah,
We got some work to do there. So the core lifeline, the 3 new flavors of balls revamped and improved on the next run for the next 3 flavors in terms of like texture. So we're still working on that. Hopefully in a month or so we'll be running those. And then really there's so many things on the Merica side. So we've been doing kind of like one-off things like the A-bomb and the Full Metal Jacket and the Napalm, but we're also doing a full rebrand on or what we're calling the restoration on like the base Merica products, like the distribution products. So we'll have a new Red, White, and Boom packaging formula. We'll have a new Stars and Pipe packaging and formula. And the packaging and formula is awesome. you know, on both sides of things. A new Patriots Whey. We think we're going to relaunch the Patriots Whey in just a 2-pound. And we haven't figured out exactly how many flavors we're going to do that with yet. We're working on a new version of Liberty Balls. So, like, Merica's got a lot of stuff coming, and the biggest thing that's near and dear to my heart is Merica Energy. So, like, relaunching Merica Energy with 5 new flavors. Well, 3 new flavors, 1 improved flavor, and then 1 traditional flavor. That's a lot of work. Like, anyone who's ever done the energy drink game, not only is it a lot of work to get it done manufacturing, especially because we're switching manufacturers, but the logistics of it is crazy. The distribution side, there's a lot of work to be done there. We have to rekindle a bunch of different relationships on that side. So there's a lot going on. Let's see here. Is Napalm comparable to OxyShred or OptiBurn? OxyShred or OptiBurn. So those are the EHP labs. So it's not comparable, I would say, to either of those. It's dosed correctly. I haven't looked at their products in a while, so I can't actually be that cynical. But
wouldn't they be?
Those are powder fat burners. This is not. Yeah. This is not a fat burner. This is literally a pre-workout and a fat burner. So like that's the thing that makes it really
getting
cool.
Good feedback.
Oh, dude,
people are feeling the sweat.
Dude, I've been training on Napalm every day.
You feeling sweaty?
Yeah, sweaty.
What
is your opinion on flavor collaboration with other companies? So I'm assuming you're talking about like Ghost doing like a Nutter Butter or a Sonic, right?
Chips Ahoy.
I think it was cool what Ghost did there. I think it was cool because it was new, right? And it was trailblazing in the sense that they were the first ones to do it that I know of. I could be wrong there. But they were the first ones to really lean into that. At the end of the day, there are non-collab flavors that are better, right? That actually, I think, taste just as closer to the real thing.
Well, don't they?
Than the collab flavors.
I feel like we went down this road and we found out, like, technically, you match up a grape with Welch's grape, and they just put a stamp of approval on it. It's not really the real grape.
True. But I would think that depending on the partner, that might be different. Yeah. So, like, if you're literally working with Oreos, you might get real Oreos, right? Or something like that. Maybe if you're working with Sonic, maybe they will give you access to some of the flavoring that they actually use in their drink.
Some of their corn syrup. They'll throw a little corn syrup in
yes, whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's okay. It's so 2018.
This is 2021.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, if it tastes good, I don't care if it's a collab or not, me personally. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's been done at this point. But I mean, if it's done well and it literally tastes like whatever that collab is supposed to taste like, then yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. But honestly, it probably, I haven't dug into the financials of it. I did on the energy drink side. Actually, we were going to do a collab. And it just, I mean, it's affordable to do, but like it does on a tight margin product to begin with, it does add extra cost. And, whether or not that's worth it, I don't know. So that's a long answer. So don't mess up Merica Energy. It's still our best tasting energy drink. So Shane, this is Stack 3D commenting on this. So I know Shane has been a huge fan of fruit flavors. So like the grape and the apple, right, on the Merica side, which funny thing is apple was our lowest seller. So that just goes to show the, it's so subjective. But I would rather drink, I still love the peach. I'd like to bring the peach back. But like, and Shane, we can send you, we have some more samples of our. We're just gonna have to beep that out. All right, he'll beep that out. We have some samples of one of the combination fruit flavors that we're doing, and it is just next level. I mean, it is better than anything that I've ever had. So, I think you're going to really enjoy them. So I've already given away that we're doing a Patriots punch. I've already given away that we're keeping Freedom because it was our #1 seller of all time. And I absolutely love Freedom. I haven't had a Freedom in like a good 6 months, I feel like, and I'm just jonesing for it. There's one other flavor we're bringing back, but we've made it even better. And then we got 2 other brand new ones, which are bomb.
Yeah, they're really good.
So, yeah, I think you're going to really like them. Is the Gains Tour coming back? So the Gains Tour was like 2015, 16, 17.
Yeah, that's old school.
That's old school. That was Sean Torbati, myself, and Mark Lubliner. When we were traveling in Australia, UK, we were basically doing a lot of stuff together. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have, all our businesses have really grown over the past couple years. And we've created new partnerships, like legit. Like we didn't have any partnership there. We were just friends, traveling and building our businesses together. Those were some of my best memories in the industry and some of the best trips I had with those guys. So that was awesome. But we've all kind of grown from that, and we all have our own. We have other partnerships with other, business partners, like equity partners. So like, I mean, I would totally do events with those guys again, but it's just not really in the cards right now, especially with the world shut down. But I don't think there will ever be a Gains Tour again, but we might be, doing events together again.
Together in the same spot.
Yeah. What kind of value do you place on supplementation for someone training to get fit and look good, not bodybuilding per se? So I think it's I think your average person knows very little about supplements. Like they really do. And I think there's some very easy, I wouldn't get super complicated on the supplement side, but I think there's some very easy supplements that your weekend warriors could take that would make a significant difference. So I think it is important. What do you think, Meat?
I think you're doing a great job.
Man, we're just rapid firing these questions. All right, let me hold still for a second. I got to jump and get my other questions. Oh, crap. That means I need to click off of the live, don't I? I can't go into my stories. POV, help me out, POV.
Pause. What do I need to do?
Pause? I don't know. I don't know.
If
How do you pause?
go away, will it pause?
How do you go away? I need to look.
Just do what you just did.
No, then I'll just close Instagram.
Oh.
I got to get back into my Instagram.
Yeah, but as soon as you opened it back up, it's there.
No, but I got to close this.
But if you swiped up, cancel.
Oh man, this is 2 meats in
Swipe
a
up.
Swipe up. I'm swiping up.
Like get it out of there.
Yeah, bro, I can't get it out of there. It's in there.
Take a right.
All right, I'm coming back.
Take a right.
All right.
Goat way.
All right, so see, this is why we can't have nice things. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, let me get these questions for you,
How many
Meat.
views you getting? You shadow banned too, bro?
No, man, I'm good. What?
He's shadow juiced.
Shadow juiced?
What?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get a? Oh yeah, we haven't had any. Oh yes.
Sick.
All right, Meat. These are coming your way.
All right, dude, I'm ready.
All right, here we go,
Body's
Meat.
ready. Send it.
All right.
Send it.
So these are the questions. So we've had actually in the past couple of weeks, I had a couple people asking like, how do you submit questions? On my Instagram stories, Doug Miller Pro, and Meat's Instagram stories, we always put up like a question ticker, usually the morning of Ask the Boss. And then you could also go live because we usually go live, and I'm going to go live right now again. So that's where I've been getting a lot of the questions. So we've had really good interaction on the live. Last week, Meat actually took phone calls, which just went not exactly. Did he call you back anymore afterwards?
No, I knew who it was.
Who was it?
The cockhead guy.
Was it?
Yeah. He's actually we've messaged before. He's a nice dude, but like he could obviously be a little inappropriate. So.
The
cockhead guy. He rocks our shit. He took a selfie in like one of our course shirts. He was with he trains like in New York.
Yeah, he was training with Kai Green. All right,
Yeah,
guys,
that's what
we're
it was.
back. Sorry about that. We had to jump over
Bro,
and
you
grab
didn't
my
send
questions.
this, bro.
Are you?
I'm not effing.
All right. So we're back. We'll be right back. Bro, I sent it. Look, it sent it.
Still is loading.
It's hung out there.
You got that what is that old internet?
Yeah, you airdrop it over to him. Airdrop mail.
Oh, did I hear a dupe? Oh, I got a dupe. All right, we're good.
All right, meat's screwing up everything. We're back.
See, it didn't go away.
Bro, what didn't go? Well, no, but bro, I had to go to a different part of Instagram. If the live is going,
that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, wrong one.
Meat Brigade.
Something
I
like that.
don't think meat's in there anymore.
Oh yeah.
POV.
Yeah,
That's me.
meat's not in
All
there.
right,
Anymore.
get into the questions, Meat guys. If you have any other questions, throw them in here live. Let's get it. On to the next round of questions.
Now,
We ready? What?
We
We need a transition, POV.
sure. I was gonna say Doug Miller tech time is over. And,
Tech time.
On to the next one.
Tech
Okay,
time?
here we go. All right, Doug. Yes.
Did you ever? Never mind. Did you ever have a personal trainer in your fitness career?
No.
Never.
No.
Not once.
Never.
Nobody's ever. What about your wife? Did she train you once?
No.
No. Damn.
I trained
All right,
her.
next question. What is the best compound movement for side
Not that there's
delts?
anything wrong with that, but side delts?
That doesn't make sense.
Compound movement for side
I don't think
delts?
that exists.
I don't know. I love the superset of regular lateral raises straight into bent over raises. I think that's great. For
I mean, how
delts.
many movements do you do for side delts for lateral deltoids?
2 or 3? Two.
No, I mean, like, what else is there besides lateral delts?
Lateral raises?
Lateral raises?
Well, machine lateral raises.
I mean, they get hit other ways, but like, it's the only way to really directly hit it.
I'm gonna do a compound movement. Just do a bicep curl on your left arm and lateral raise in your right.
I don't think that's what he means by compound movement, bro. I guess you could say military press. Bro, I'm getting back into
I'd say upright row.
getting back to doing military.
Military?
Yeah. I got the
Dumbbell? Two arms?
Saturday I did 2 or no. Yeah, like this. Like regular dumbbell presses. I got the 110s or the equivalent of, since we have kilos.
Where'd
here.
you train? Oh, the
Here,
fitness.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday. 110s for 10.
You got back.
Dang,
It was good.
Okay.
it's hefty.
You said you do 25 sets a week. You do 20. Help me.
Help me now.
Help me now. 25 slash
sets a
set slash a week.
Do you do that much for smaller muscles too? Rear delts, side traps. No, I don't do 25 sets of traps a week or 25 sets of side delts. I was answering the question for like a legs or like
a workout.
like a chest, right? Like
You might do 25 sets for shoulders.
shoulders, but like that's all the delt heads, right? Are you taking a call?
I don't know. I'm ignoring it.
Oh, bro, you totally should have taken that.
Cockhead, we're not playing this game anymore. Could be like an actual person, but
How often should you feel sore, and how important it is that you do? Advice if I am having a hard time feeling sore. So I don't, soreness is good in a sense that it means that you really pushed it, you attack some of those muscle fibers, but at the same time, it also means that like maybe your just recovery is piss poor. So I don't necessarily go by soreness as an indication of muscle growth. So I'm not really sure what you're kind of getting out there in terms of how often you should feel sore. I mean, you should feel worked a little bit, but it also depends on if you're training split. So like if you're doing one body part a day, then yeah, you should be sore for a couple of days afterwards, right? But if you're going to be doing like more of a hypertrophy specific training where you're hitting body parts every 2, 3, 4 days or something like that, you can't really be sore or you're never going to make progress. Like you can't do that. So it really depends on your style of training. Let's see here. There's does your wife still train? And if so, what supplements does she take? Yes, my wife still trains. She trains just about every day. She takes your typical health supplements. So like calcium, magnesium, multivitamin, Core Omega, Core Flex. The stack that she's been running recently, I think she was doing Big Mama, which was the Core Hard, the Core Bolic, and the Core Load. And she just started taking Core Poise. So yes. And obviously proteins, ABC. She drinks a lot of coffee, so she doesn't do a ton of like pre-workout. Sometimes she does like a pump product. Yeah. I need a new pre-workout. What should I try for hypertrophy training? I mean, man, we have so many good choices. It depends if you want stim or non-stim. I mean, can't go wrong with Fury, Harness, Red, White, and Boom. I mean, it really just depends. But if you just want a non-stim, go with, Pump, Daily Pump. I mean, we have a ton. So it really depends on what you're really looking for in terms of a pre-workout, because we have a lot. Core Post, is it good to take after workout when you're dieting? Oh, that's Cockhead. He's in there. You want to answer that, Meat? Core Post.
I'm going to call you and you can talk about it.
Sure. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Just as long as you meet your caloric needs, bro.
Yeah, that's right. So, like, there's, one serving is 24 protein, 36 carbs. I take usually a serving and a half, which is 3 scoops. So at the end of the day, absolutely, recovery is crucial, especially when you're dieting. But if you're taking a serving or a serving and a half, that's 36 to 54 grams of carbs post-workout. So as long as it's fitting in with your caloric needs and also your carb goals, then I think you should totally do it when you're dieting down. Now, if you're really struggling and you have to get your carbs down low, you might not have the room to use it, and then you just can't. So, but yes, for the most part, yes. Training versus working out, is there a difference? Man, I think this is like deep. That's going to be philosophical. So you want to talk about that?
We always say training.
We always do say. And that's why one of the gyms that we want to put together with a nutrition corner is going to be called the training corner.
Because
not the fitness corner or the workout corner.
To me, training serves a purpose to fulfill a goal. Like you're getting ready for something, right? Yep. And it doesn't have to be a bodybuilding show or anything, but that mindset to me is like you're getting better for something, whether it's for yourself or whether it's for a competition or a marathon or whatever it is, but you're training for something better. Yeah. A workout to me could just be like, yeah, I'm just going to go do a workout. Yeah. Well, like what for? So.
Yes, I agree.
I think the mindset of training.
So this guy is about to go do some training in his living room right now. How many pull-ups should he do for his first set?
69.
That was quick. 20, bro.
Max.
20. 10 sets of 20.
What if you can't do 20, bro?
Then
he's got to do as maximum as he can. And then you fail. And then you do another set.
Do it again.
Fail. And then until you can get 20. Because I can't do 20 pull-ups. 4 sets of 20. That's a lot. Especially when you're overweight.
There's a lot of good questions. There's a lot of good questions in here.
Yeah, it's happening in these live
lit. Is DHEA a supplement you would recommend or use? So I've been taking DHEA at 25 milligrams. So it's a super small dose for, the past 10 years or so. And I think it really helps with a couple things. I feel like it helps my joints, to be honest with you. I feel like it helps my mood. I think once you hit 30, I think it's a decent supplement to take. I will say that if you're WADA tested, DHEA is not legal. But in the organizations that I compete in, 25 mgs of DHEA isn't going to do anything anyways, like in terms of like it's a performance enhancer or something like that. But it's legal up to 100 milligrams, I think. 50 or 100.
I don't really know.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I do like DHEA. I also think I also take 25 mgs of Pregnenolone, which I totally has the same type of results, and it's not WADA banned, so that's something you could think about. Phosphatidic acid or Laxogenin for natural lean gains. Amazing stack. So Corbolic with Full Metal Jacket from Merica Labz. That stack was awesome. And so I actually think they stack really well together. So I would say both. Short answer. That's not what you were looking for, but yeah. Thank you. I like stims. I'll try Fury out. Fury is
I love Fury.
You can't go wrong with Fury.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. It's just such a good I never have I never take Fury and be like, I wish I would have taken something different. Yeah. Ever. I never do it. And actually, sometimes I take it, like, I'll usually do some high stims. Like, I'm kind of the opposite of probably most people. I like to do really high stims on leg day. And sometimes I'll do Fury, and I'm never like, man, I wish I would have taken a super high stim. No, so it's just great. It's a great.
I don't think there's any other feeling like Fury to me.
All right, let's see here. How was it doing Fouad's podcast? Do you go and read the YouTube comments afterward or not worth your time? Well, good question. I think I might have looked at them for like a minute, but then I just realized that most of those people are just troll. Like YouTube comments are like the worst.
Yeah.
Like it's just trash. I would say that it was a great experience. I mean, he asked such a wide range. We talked about we talked about how to cook chicken.
Yeah, that was
right.
interesting.
But then we also talked about, drug use or lack thereof. We also talked about business stuff. Like, it was a very wide ranging podcast that was very interesting. And the positive feedback that I personally got from it, so like people messaging me, dozens and dozens of people messaging me personally saying things like, I was thinking about jumping on, but, after hearing your podcast, I decided not to. Hey, man, I appreciate your perspective, blah, blah, blah. I'm glad I found you. Now I can follow you, blah, blah, blah. So there was so much good stuff that came out of it. I don't get caught up in that dumb shit. Like, really? Like, it's just not worth it. Like, what would be the benefit for me of reading those comments? Like, I'm not going to respond to all of them. I don't have the time. It's just negative shit, right? So it's like, it's not even worth it. I don't live my life that way. So not worth it. Let's see here. Training implies a goal. That's correct. You mentioned you are mixing up the texture with the new core balls. Can you elaborate? I did feel the first balls were a bit dense. So it's complicated. So we do bench samples, meaning they're made by hand. And they're always absolutely incredible. Like, we have some amazing, like we just got the bench samples for the next 3 flavors, which we haven't talked about yet. They're unbelievable. Like, I could eat 50 of those balls. Like, they're just like everything about them is perfect. But the way these machines work is they build up a lot of pressure. So they're mixing in a drum. So they're mixing all this stuff. And remember, we're using actually our protein powder because they're very actually high protein for like the size, right? Like they're dense. So it's a lot of our protein powder. So there's a lot of flavor. And when they're mixing it together, it goes through the chute and then it gets like pressurized, pushed through a sphincter. And then there's the turd cutter that goes like this, that drops the ball.
Yeah, you're accurate.
Like this.
Sphincter and turd
it actually
cutter.
Literally goes like that, right?
Turds coming through.
It's just like, you see that, Shane? Like that?
Cutter.
You got that? So it's doing this, and it's like, so
that's a lot of cutting, bro.
Well, that's how fast it goes.
Penetration.
That's how fast it goes. It's like that. I mean, it's like rapid fire, turd cutting. And then they're actually like kind of finished with the hands. They just tidy up those little turds. And you don't want Hershey Kiss balls. You want like little round. So there's a lot to the process, and we found that manufacturing process, when we took it to manufacturing, actually the balls had a different texture, which actually I don't mind, but it is different from the hand-rolled balls. Yep. So and also there was some flavor changes that occurred in it, so that they toast specifically on the cinnamon, which had a very strong cinnamon like aftertaste to it. That's not there in the actual formula, and actually our manufacturer is still trying to figure that out. So I would say of the first 3 balls, the only ones that came out really the way that I personally want. Now, we've had people that love all 3 of them, but for me personally, I love the peanut butter. That's the way it was supposed to turn out. And it has a little bit more of a dense feel to it. So this is all R&D. Like, this is new, a high protein ball like this. There's protein balls on the market, but they have like 8 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fat. They're energy balls. Like, no one's doing this type of ball. So like, we are learning as we're doing. We're also changing the packaging. They're too tight. The ball sacks are too tight for the balls. Yep. So we're changing those. It'll be like a wider ball sack and a little bit wider box. And so we're figuring all this out. Like, this is just part of the process. And the next 3 flavors, the next run we're doing is actually 3 all new flavors. So they're doing a lot of R&D ahead of time to make sure that they turn out the way they need to be. Did I do that justice, kind of?
Yeah, no, that was good. It was a good explanation.
So that was good. Good question, though. Let's see here. Will you be by my house by Natural Body in Queens in the summer? That's the cockhead.
No event this year, cockhead.
You don't think we're going to Natural Body this year?
No, dude.
You don't think so?
I think it's going to be a bad year.
For New York.
For just America.
Damn, it just got dark in here. Like,
I mean, I'm seeing.
I feel like
just
storm clouds.
I just don't. I mean, do you feel like it's getting lifted?
I feel like it's fucking great, me.
Well, not. I mean, do you feel like we're going somewhere? I feel like so far there's no direction of like when things, like, they're projecting mass throughout 2021, and like now they're thinking you have to prove a COVID test negative before you can start flying. Like, they're trying to implement these things still. So like, I just don't see travel and like large gatherings.
Yeah, I guess I take a little bit more of an optimistic approach. Like
well, usually I'm super optimistic, but
I just don't feel
I just haven't seen any like
Evidence.
Anything.
You're probably white from a widespread thing, but like I don't live my life currently that way. Thinking about like I'm fully open, right? Like
we're fully open. I'm fully open, but you got to. I'm also I'm working with these retailers every single day, right? So I'm focusing on like their events and things that I'm going to prepare for the future for them, and like I just don't see it this year.
So I'm working on Carl on all the events we're doing for the nutrition corners. We just said, F it, we're doing it. So we're doing.
Yeah, and I mean, I was in Oklahoma, and they said, F it, and it was a great event.
So we're doing, Julian Smith and I are going to be doing a tour of the nutrition corners end of March will be the first. We got Branch Warren is coming. We're going to do a tour of 3 stores with him. I think maybe maybe in May. Then we have the Kuklos are coming hopefully in April, I'm hoping. I'm throwing that out there. I think that we're trying to work that. We're working on getting Jay Cutler's line in our store, so hopefully Jay will come out and do a bunch of events, maybe in the June time. So like every month we're going to be doing it until somebody says don't do it. Yeah. And then the Nut Bash. We are doing the Nut Bash this year. Like we're doing the Nut Bash. People want to they want to come to something.
Of course.
So like yeah.
So
yeah.
New York specifically, I just don't. That's where my head went. It's just like I don't see some of these places being able to do stuff.
Quiet. Yeah. I'm just reading this question because somebody has, it sounds like an adverse reaction to, so I'll read the question. So the ARN vitamin stack makes me sick, like nauseous and vomiting after I work out. If I take it and I do the same workout, I feel great. What ingredient can cause that? So first of all, I don't know. So the vitamin stack, are you talking about elemental? Are you talking about stabilized clarity elemental? We've not heard that before, but everyone has a different reaction to things. So one, I would say is how are you taking it? Are you taking it with food? I would recommend taking them with food, especially if you're talking about stabilized. Stabilized has 1.2 grams of berberine in it. So if you're taking that on an empty stomach, you're going to feel nauseous. Like, dude, your blood sugar is going to drop. You're going to feel like shit. It's probably that if you're talking about stabilized. If not, I don't have a direct answer for you, but I would say eliminate one at a time if you're taking all 3 of our pilled products and figure out what's causing it. But yeah, that's super weird. Do you combine DHEA and Pregnenolone? Yeah, I take 25 mgs of each. Let's see here. A lot of good questions. Best time to take Sear on a rest day? I take it first thing in the morning. Block party. So you don't think? Yeah, they're probably not. But you could come to the Nut Bash. So it'll be in.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
I know Steve wants to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Stack said I felt like the same about the core balls. PB was my favorite, and the other were so much stronger. So yeah, I mean, like that's part of this. The manufacturing process, especially because our flavor, our protein has a lot of flavor in it. And especially if you are, it's meant to be mixed with 7 ounces of water and you drink a scoop of protein. Condensing it down into a ball and then like super condensing it through the thing makes those flavors come out even more. So we're working on kind of maybe backing off, at least for fruity cereal and cinnamon, backing off those flavors to prevent some of that. We're also probably so the peanut butter also had nut butter in it. And so we found reducing our cocoa butter and increasing nut butter or adding a nut butter because the other 2 didn't have it helps a lot because cocoa butter has the melting point is like the state of cocoa butter, whether it's liquid or like a solid, changes so easily. So adding less cocoa butter and more like a nut butter balances that texture a little better. So that's some of the research that we've been working on. But yeah, there's a lot to it. So we'll get there. Besides being ready 3 to 4 weeks early, I think you've said that before. Do you have any general advice for a first-time ever natural competitor? So I would say listen to one person. I think is important. You're gonna confuse. Don't do what I did, where I confused myself by listening to a bunch of different things on the internet. Find a coach you trust and then just listen to them. What you got, Meat?
I say visit some shows. If you haven't been to a show, make sure you go to a couple shows. Get the idea of what the day is going to go, how what it's going to look like. You don't want to walk up and figure out you don't you wearing like whitey tighties.
That's the best. Or like straight Speedo, like literally like swim trunks.
Or you forget to even like I think Brian DaCosta
forgot to shave.
He forgot to shave his armpits, and he forgot one of his shows. He forgot posing trunks. He had to go down the street and get some Jaguar. Funny. Luckily, they were in a place where Jaguar was making them. So yeah, just familiarize yourself. Do research.
I was wondering what you would recommend for some training sources when it comes to the gym. Also, I'm interested on what led you to consistently do a bro split with high volume as well. Sources for training, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, like there's a gazillion places for training sources out there. You can find a good coach. You could find programs online. There's a million things. The bro split with high volume is just something that, like when you're making gains and things are working, like why change it?
And you enjoy it.
And I enjoyed it. Like I love really focusing on, like I had to do the bro split last week just because I transitioned back, but and I really enjoyed just training one body part a day. It's like less of things that you have to do, but you can really just crush it on that one body part. And I just really enjoyed training. Like every body part got what it needed to get, and it was working for me. So I would say right now the bro split is probably not my favorite training split. Like I really enjoy having 2 days off a week, and if the bro split, I would only have 1 day off. So do you have plans on developing businesses outside of the fitness supplement industry? Yes and no. So I would say yes in the sense that I think real estate, at least related, is a good business to get into, and that I've started to get into. And so, but all of those will be with the goal of owning the real estate where we're going to put the fitness businesses. Really, that's what it comes down to. I mean, honestly, I don't. Nothing else gets me excited, really. To be honest,
you find a way to intertwine it all together. Right?
Yeah, we try. Work it all together. But like at the end of the day, like this is what I like to do.
Okay, well I'm gonna stop you there. I got questions here.
Okay.
So on that, why are you passionate about fitness, or why are you passionate about what you just talked about, and what led you there?
Sorry, say that again.
Why are you passionate about fitness? You just said that you don't really have a passion or a thought to think outside of this industry. So why are you passionate about it, and what led you here? What led you there?
So I think I'm reading the book Grit right now. So Grit it talks about it's a really good book. It's a pretty easy read, and it's not super complicated. They could probably write the book in about 15 pages, but you know how they write books. So Grit is talking about passion and persistence, right? Like, so it talks about some people say they're passionate, but they're really not passionate. True passion is passion over time, even when is boring or isn't happening. That's just a side note. It's really about being persistent with that and doing, like, practicing these things. So not everything, that's what being gritty is. It's just like not everything is super rewarding, or not everything is, I guess that would be the right word, super rewarding as you're trying to achieve something. And so go back to what was the specific question they asked?
Why are you passionate about fitness?
Why? I mean, I don't know why. So at the end of the day, passion starts with an interest. And I think passions can be, a lot of people don't know what they're passionate about. And so sometimes the exploratory phase of passion is kind of just like, what interests you? That has to be number one. If you're not interested about it, it will never be a passion. You can't force it, right? Like, so, but I think you can cultivate passion. So you start with something that you're interested in, and then you allow yourself to go down that route and pursue that. And then that starts developing. And then you get into this kind of development phase where that's kind of really like the hard phase. That's where it's just like, you're not getting all the reward out of it that you might, and you're putting in all the practice. Like, you're putting time into playing the violin or solving math equations or studying medicine or whatever your passion may be, or working out, right? That's where you're putting in the long hours. That's where you start doing things in a very habitual way. And that's where kind of the passion kind of, I think, bubbles up, right? It's like during that. And if you're doing that hard work, you're putting in that hard work and you're finding you're losing interest, or you're no longer interested, maybe it really isn't the right passion for you. And then you get beyond that. So like, as you're kind of cultivating, you're doing, you start getting better at it. And then you kind of start seeing the rewards of being very passionate about something. And then it's kind of like self-fulfilling, it just kind of, but you're interested in something, you've worked hard at it, you see results, and then that passion kind of gets amplified. And then I think whether it's at the beginning, you're interested in something because it has a purpose, or later on, I would say later on for me, like, my passion started out as a very selfish thing. I wanted to be the best bodybuilder I could be. I wanted to have the best physique I could have, and then as you develop, your passion becomes more of a purpose-driven thing.
Yeah, I think
right.
I was gonna say, I think it evolves.
It does evolve, and it evolves over time. But I think like, your passion has to have a purpose as well. Maybe not in the beginning. It could be, your purpose could be a very selfish purpose. But as you you grow and you develop and you become better at something, like, your passion then becomes more purposeful. And so whatever that might be. So maybe your purpose now, I could say, is to making sure everyone really is getting the best supplementation out there possible. Because when I first started, and the reason why I started is because it wasn't available. So I want people to experience that, and I want people to better themselves. But for me, it's also around, and most purposes around other people. The purpose of growing the businesses is become more of the growth of everyone else as well. Is like, we're all on this journey together. It would be boring if it was just me, right? It's like everyone growing and seeing everyone have expanded opportunities. Like, that's part of my purpose now for, growing the businesses. So that's a long-winded answer, but like, your passion has to start with an interest, and then it takes time to develop. It's just like, a lot of people can be passionate about something for a short period of time, but if it's fleeting, then it's not really a passion. You have to be able to do it for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
So
that's good. It's deep, Doug.
Like that.
Deep Douglas.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when I walk into the Dallas Nutrition Corner, they're playing this a lot. Ask the Boss. And I'll just be having a conversation with Matt or whoever's in there, and then I'll just hear, oh, yeah. And it's just like,
and it's you.
It's me. It's the road machine making these noises. I'm like, geez, it is a little, like, what if you got like grandma in there, and then all of a sudden, oh, yeah.
So a couple, jumping over here, do you need to cycle Poise? I mean, technically there would be nothing in Poise that you need to cycle, but I'm sure, I am a believer that it's good too. But honestly, I would like to see some more feedback come in from the women who are using it before I fully answer that question.
Well, I know Sam, before Poise, was not cycling like the chasteberry extract.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that answers the question or not, but she stays on that, and it's helped her symptoms.
Somebody said I warm up the balls and it's a game changer. Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, because of the cocoa butter, it's going to get hard if it's cold, but you just need a little bit of heat and they get like, they're perfect.
Warm balls.
Warm balls, yep.
My balls is hot.
Balls.
Coated balls, aka sweaty balls, chocolate balls.
Salty.
I need a job. Are you hiring? Well, it depends on what your skills are.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
I need a job.
I need a job. Thanks. Well said. Purpose is the passion. Hope that question help out some people. Mr. Fitbeard, I don't know what you're talking about there.
He's the one that asked the question.
Oh, he did? That was a good question.
Passion.
Yeah. I think there might be a typo in there. Maybe I'm just dyslexic or something today. Joe Fiorini, I'm passionate about those tight pants. I know I've seen you've been getting in there lately with those tight pants. You've been switched over. You know what it's all about. All right, Meat, you're up.
All right. Let's see. We talked about stretching, I feel like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You said your philosophy on stretching is more stretching afterwards.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, don't stretch a cold muscle.
This is a good one. So whey protein as snacks, whey isolate as post-workout, casein before bed. Sure. Is this too much powder?
Nah, man, shit, isn't it? I do 1, 2, 3 protein meals a day.
So do I.
Yep. Perfect. Well done. You nailed it.
3 powders and 3 meats.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. How long before you go to bed do you stop eating? Is there a reason, or is this just a routine?
No, I don't. You know, I probably eat. It's probably about a half an hour before I go to bed, realistically. But I mean, I don't worry about that. If it literally I was eating right before bed and I went to bed.
Sam and I literally eat our sludge in bed, and as we watch a show, and then go brush our teeth.
I can see Pat here, naked, like chocolate dripping over his those puffy nips, and just
damn, like ripping naked puffy nips.
No, naked's not ripping, just chest. Oh yeah, hamburger meat.
I'm real elegant with my spoons.
Yeah. You use a little baby spoon for the sludge to make it last longer?
A smaller.
Do you do a sludge every night?
Yeah.
So here's a little hint. Did I tell him?
Yeah. Pudding? We talking about pudding.
Sludgy poo?
Sludgy poo.
Sludgy poo.
I'll tell you, so Sam does. I'm just so hooked on Pro, so I've been doing, blueberry with fruity cereal, blueberry muffin with arms race maple.
Ooh, that.
I've just been crushing blended proteins that, like, it's just going to be hard, take me a while to get away from that. I try Sam's vegan, and I'm like, ugh. You know,
thick.
like,
that's thick.
It's just different.
So I have found the key is I do like a 3-to-2 ratio, and we're working on getting that ratio right in our XP bushbay. I don't even know what that means, but in the pudding we're making.
Pudding.
But you can't do all casein because the casein, it's super thick, but it's like kind of a nasty thick. You got to cut it with pure whey. You got to cut it with a milk protein. You got to cut it with some coconut creamer. You got to cut it. So
cut it.
We're working on it.
Damn, it's like,
and then you got to put some jolts up in there.
It's like doing a little.
It's
like cooking up in the lab, like making some cocaine. Got to cut it with some and
slice it,
whatever.
Cut it with a card.
All right, so Stacked over here said, just double checking Merica Energy launching with 5 or 6 flavors. 5 flavors to start. My guess on the others is Alpine Pew Pew and County Fair.
What?
That's what he said. Because we've talked about
that's what he said. I'm like, what are you saying?
I would say, I will tell you that one of those is correct and one of them is not. How about that? You know what? He's going to have a full write-up.
Oh, bro, I got to
figure out all the questions. Yeah, go.
With the move to North Carolina, are you going to keep the Mercedes AMG?
Trying to sell?
I'm torn, man. I like, so I drive my truck like all the time. I do bring the AMG out every now and again, and I love driving it. Like when I'm driving, like, I mean, it's awesome to drive.
It's clean.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
So for those of you that don't know, which nobody knows, Doug was thinking he would sell it and then buy a side-by-side.
Like a turbo.
Like a Can-Am or Polaris. Which those things are like 30 grand. Like they're not cheap.
And you know, I was thinking about it too, but like I think more important before the side-by-side is the boat. Being that we are going to be on the lake.
For sure.
Like we need a sick boat.
Yeah. And you need a jet ski.
And like you just never buy.
You trade that AMG in or sell it, you'd get that's a boat and a jet ski right there. Probably.
Yeah, as long as you don't buy. You never buy a new boat.
I don't know what boats go for.
Never buy a new boat because you literally drive that thing off the lot and you lose like 50% of the value.
Worse than cars?
That's my understanding. I mean, I'm not a boat guy yet, so I don't know. Which I should say, we did go down to North Carolina this past weekend. We had a good trip. Steph and I went down. My parents watched the boys. We did a lot of the selections on the house, which is, man, was that a day. That's a lot. That's a lot to handle to do that. But then we also had the ability to go by the warehouse and check on progress. So I went old school selfie style, like this, you know, vlog. So I did a little vlog.
Bring back the vlogs.
So I dropped, airdropped or iClouded or whatever you call it to POV yesterday.
Did it work?
Yeah. So he's got probably, I don't know, he could put together a good like 5-minute episode. So it's not going to be the full on POV style
drones flying.
You could pull some drone footage from like previous.
Yeah.
Well, don't tell him that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I had a drone. I was out there like, you know, getting some sick shots, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah. And we drove by our lot for our house. So you can see the lot where the house is. I think it'll be a good little episode, but I think it's I don't want to let perfection be the enemy of the good here. I want to make sure that we get updates and we document the process. So like, I think we drop like a mini undercore instruction maybe later this week so we can see, which will hopefully be up before this is up, right? Yeah. We can do that?
Yeah.
So there you go. We'll have some updates on the new place.
I got a call from our builders yesterday.
Yep.
Our base house is up $35,000.
Dude, that's crazy.
What? So like we locked in, we're almost.
So you could flip it now and make $35,000.
You already made $35,000 on that.
Aaron, you better get on your bro. Come on, you get.
And they're only like, they said they had 200 some houses to build in the neighborhood, and they can only do so many at a time. So they're only in the 40s out of where they
out of the 200.
Out of the 200.
So that means it's going to keep going
we're
up.
Lot 16 out of all that.
Oh, so it's a pretty new neighborhood. Like,
yeah, this is Sutter's Mill 2. So the first Sutter's Mill 1 is the first one when you walk in.
Sutter's Mill.
Then there's the second section of Sutter's Mill, which is going along great. Our current stress is selling our current house. So I love hate the HOA. HOA, you could suck it.
Oh, what's that?
They're just stupid. They're fucking rules. Like they got like, there's the paint's chipping on your door frame there. You should paint that, buddy. Oh, there's a little stepping stone on the back of that's just not supposed to be there. It's getting into the community lot.
That's the Karens and the Kyles.
And I couldn't park my damn, the meaty van in our parking lot or whatever. I had to park it on the street. I got a warning sticker on that because it's a commercial vehicle. I'm like, what if I'm just really passionate about core nutritionals? Like, it's my vehicle. I'm just passionate. I felt so good about the brand. I wanted to wrap it. Yeah. He's like, no, it's got a website on it. It's, can't put it in the lot. You have to put it on the street.
Yeah, too many shingles on your
roof. I pay $130 a month for you mothers. Like you can, I hate HOA. So
somebody asked a question. Why are there so many supplement manufacturers in Florida? Bro, it's something called no state sales tax or income tax.
Everybody's moving to Florida.
Easy answer, right? And you save 6% right there. Move from Virginia, we pay ish. Well, I think we're 5.75 or something. North Carolina, we go to 5.25. Less business taxes too, in terms of like business license taxes.
We'll save some money down there.
Oh yeah, and the people down there, man. There's some good people down there, man. We went to the Sheets right next to the building.
Oh, you did?
We came out. We got a little MTO, and we're walking out. We're parked next to this kind of like beat up old like Tahoe or something, and there's a good old kind of hefty lady sitting in the front like this. And she had a little chihuahua like crawling over her big old boobies. And the dog was like licking her face. And then the dog turned around and sat the other way. And the dog's butt was up in her face. And I'm walking down. I'm just doing like the little eye thing over to the side. And I walk down, walk by her back door. And I heard, and it was a freaking Rottweiler in the back. And then the papa came out. Now, he didn't have too many teeth in there. But he was a nice gentleman. He go, oh, he real protective. I said, what? He real protective. And I said, I almost, wow. And I said, oh,
is this your new friend?
This is my new friend. I said, I was like, I think I need to change my drawers. Steph was dying. I literally said, I seriously think I need to change my drawers. And the guy, he goes, oh yeah, he real protective. I said, I was going to say do what, but I knew exactly what he was saying.
In North Carolina, in North Carolina, at least where my papa's from and a lot of the Mabes, there's no such thing as lunch.
Oh, it's dinner and supper.
Yeah.
So dinner's for lunch.
Supper. Dinner is lunch.
Dinner's for lunch and supper's for dinner.
We're going to take a break now and go have dinner. I'm like,
dinner.
11:30.
Mr. Fitbeard knows all about up in North
He
Kakalaki.
knows about dinner.
Oh, about that dinner, yeah.
No, we had dinner in the middle of the
gotta
day,
go
and
get
then we
some
go home
supper.
and have supper.
Yeah.
All right,
I
Papa.
thought dinner was just like a fancy supper, like you having something nice for
No, supper is
No,
fancy.
supper is a thing. But, a lot of times they eat like a full-on cook, get like a turkey legs and some gravy and some mashed potatoes for that dinner at 12 noon. We're going to fit right in there, you know what I'm saying?
How was the sandwich down the street? Because
The sandwich at Sheets? At Sheets?
yeah, you said that like it's Sheets.
Dude.
Son, it wasn't a Wawa.
Dude, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. That front plot, we open a Wawa. And we got to figure out the franchise because we're going to put that Sheets out of business. I'm on Team
you
Wawa
will. You
now.
will.
Because every time I want to get like an everything bagel sandwich there, and their bagels taste like butthole. They're like,
You really know what butthole tastes like.
it's funny. I came home and I had to tell Griffin from this trip to stop saying butthole. And I was like, where does he learn these things?
Ask the boss.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I was like, man, this tastes like butthole. Anyway, so it's like cardboard butthole. It's not even good butthole. It's
Damn, you've been in a lot of buttholes.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Down in North Kakalaki. I think we've had enough questions. What you got? Any more questions over there?
I'm good. My stomach hurts.
Man, I just
need
want
to take a dump.
I think we should just start talking like this when we go down there.
I already do.
Yeah, I already do. Here we go. All right, till next time, keep crushing it.